Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Raja Wishes. I'm Molly, and today I'm in Magic Kingdom to see just how many rides I can get done in one morning. Let's go have some fun. This isn't just any morning. This is a morning of a party day. So what is a party day? That is a day that a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party is going to take place tonight here in Magic Kingdom, which is a separate ticketed event. If you don't have a special event ticket, then the park is going to close to you at 6 o'clock tonight. Party guests, however, can start being let in at 4 o'clock. So if you are here on a party day, you might want to shoot for leaving at 4 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock because all of a sudden the park will become immensely more crowded as soon as all those party guests start entering. Now, what's so great about a party day? Well, for regular guests, this isn't their first choice of a day to hit Magic Kingdom because it's shorter hours, the park closes before it gets dark, so you're gonna miss out on Happily Ever After, you're gonna miss out on the nighttime parade, but that also means that you do not need lightning lanes for a party day. All of the ride lines are going to be super short today. So I thought it would be fun to see just how many rides I can get done in half of a day. If we're using my thought process of leaving the park by 4 o'clock and the park opened at 9 o'clock, that means that you get a total of 7 hours in Magic Kingdom today. So I'm gonna cut that right in half. So I'm gonna go be here from 9 o'clock in the morning until 12:30 and see just how many rides I can get done. Actually, entry goes that way because it's in Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. So as we're waiting for the park to open, I'm gonna head this way to Adventureland. And the crowds aren't gonna be bad today by any means, so I think I probably could have gone to Fantasyland or Tomorrowland if I wanted to, but I'm good with starting on this side of the park. So I feel like I hardly ever come over to this side of the park anymore because there's just not a whole lot open over here. But that's where we're gonna start today. I'm thinking first ride of the day is going to be Jungle Cruise. All right, so we have 9 minutes until this side of the park officially opens, with the rest of the park and early entry will be over. There is a little bit of a crowd of people waiting to get in here, but not bad. I'm thinking I should be able to walk on Jungle Cruise pretty quickly, and I think that'll be a great first ride of the day to knock out. So part of the reason that I decided to start over on this side of the park this morning instead of where I normally start, which would have been Tomorrowland or Fantasyland, is that the most popular rides in this park right now are going to be in Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. And so even though it's a party day, a lot of people are still going to flock there first thing in the morning thinking that they need to. Well, what will happen is those rides like Mine Train and Tron and Space Mountain, they should actually dip lower by the time I'm done with this side of the park and ready to start moving my way over to that side of the park. Because everybody who thought they had to get there first thing this morning will have already filtered through. So we'll see if my plan works out, but I think it's going to. All right, so they actually opened Adventureland a few minutes early. It's 8:56 and I'm walking in the crowd of people. So I just got in line for Jungle Cruise. It is 8:59 and they literally have just opened. So it is currently 9:15. I just got off a Jungle Cruise. I do enjoy that ride, and I have not been on it in a while because I don't usually buy Lightning Lane when I come to this park, and they're getting crowded and people, and I'm not walking through water. Here we go. I usually don't want to wait to go on that ride. I've gone on the ride a billion times. I remember going on it in Disneyland, but it was nice to go on that, and I literally walked right on. I was on the ride by 9:03, and like I said, it's 9:15 right now. So onward to ride number 2, which in order to just kind of knock out this whole side of the park, next up is Pirates. The Pirates is showing as a 5-minute wait right now, which means it should be a complete walk-on. got off Pirates. It's 9:33. I practically walked on. I had to wait just a few minutes in the boarding area. A little bit of a traffic jam, but other than that, got on pretty quickly. So it is 9:34. Originally, I was planning on hitting Tiana's Bayou Adventure since I was over here, so that way I was just done on the side of the park, but it hasn't ever opened today, which seems to be my luck for that ride. I have actually never gone on that ride because every time I'm supposed to, it's closed. So if it opens up later and I feel like trekking back to the side of the park, maybe I will, but I don't think I'm gonna go on that again today. So instead, I'm gonna start making my way over to Tomorrowland and knock out some stuff in Tomorrowland and then start heading into Fantasyland. All right, onward we go. Oh yay, we made it to Tomorrowland. So here I'm planning on hitting Space Mountain and the People Mover because Buzz Lightyear is shut down for refurbishment and Astro Orbiter scares the living bejesus out of me, so I'm good. And then I'm keeping an eye on Tron. All right, ride number 3 is gonna be the People Mover, which is a walk-on because it's first thing in the morning. Even if it wasn't a party day, it should be a walk-on this time of day. And this is my favorite ride in all of Magic Kingdom. So I'm very much looking forward to going on this. I'm also extremely hot, so I'm looking forward to sitting down and getting the breeze. I literally walked right on the People Mover. Not had to wait a minute, but literally just walked right up and got into my car. So now we're going to go take a nice little tour of Tomorrowland on my favorite ride. And then after this, I think I'm going to head over to Space Mountain and then we will check and see because Mine Train and Tron are both showing kind of high wait times right now for being a party day. And like I said earlier,
this is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service.
Now, join the People Mover. Fun. Right when I got off the People Mover, Stitch was walking by. He was kind of getting attacked by a few kids, so I don't know quite where he was going or if he was just a wandering character, but I love Stitch, and that's my favorite ride too that I just got off of, so talk about a double whammy of good luck there. Now I'm going to walk over to Space Mountain because it has a posted 10-minute wait, so I'm thinking I should be able to walk right on this ride too. And time check, it is currently 9:55. So I have been in the park for just under an hour and I'm about to go get on my 4th ride. And not just my 4th ride, but I started on the complete opposite side of the park and walked all the way over to Tomorrowland. So I feel like that's worth noting. All right, on to Space Mountain. All right, well this looks questionable. It says it's a 10-minute wait, but there's a whole bunch of people gathered outside. They're not going inside. So let's go investigate. All right, so never mind. I'm not going on Space Mountain because they are having technical difficulties currently. So, okay. Tron still has too long of a wait. I guess I'm gonna start making my way into Fantasyland now. We'll go from there. Let's see where I end up. All right, so on my way over to Fantasyland, since I'm walking through this kind of connector between Tomorrowland and Fantasyland, my favorite shop is over here, which is Star Traders, and I'm kind of hot, so I'm gonna walk through and see if there's anything good in there. By the way, I saw these are on sale on Shop Disney, so if you love those and you want it, it's currently on sale online. And they still have these reefs. They haven't sold out yet. They've got plenty of them. I've seen them in a few locations. All right, Alright, nothing new in that store. Proof I come here entirely way too much. But it was nice to get some air conditioning, and like I said, it was on my way. I was gonna walk through this way anyway, so might as well not pop in, you know, never know when there'll be something. Okay, so I'm thinking teacups might be next because it's the next ride I'm coming to. Alright, I'll see you on the teacups. Alright, so finally, ride number 4 is going to be Little Mermaid. Because it also is a walk-on, and I figured this put me in a good spot back here to kind of start branching out, whether I need to go back to Tomorrowland or if I'm going to start knocking out Fantasyland. Gives me some options. So, ride number 4, Little Mermaid, let's go. What is going on with the rides today in Magic Kingdom, but all of them are having a very hard time. Mermaid said it was a 5-minute wait. I've been standing here for close to 10 minutes, and I mean, I'm just standing, so not quite sure what's going
on. Be seated in your clamshell while I get to the bottom of this.
So I finally got on the ride. It stopped again.
I bring good news! Your clamshells will begin moving immediately! Stay in your seats now.
Got off Little Mermaid. That was a little interesting. What should have been a walk-on took entirely way too long. I'm not entirely sure what the holdup kept being, and the ride kept stopping over and over, but I got on it and now I'm off of it. And now it's 10:20, so I decided that I'm actually feeling a little peckish, and I didn't get any breakfast this morning, so I'm gonna have a late breakfast and go get the creme brulee croissant from Gaston's since I'm over here. Also, I'd like to start trying to knock out some of Fantasyland rides, but Mine Train is still at 40 minutes, which I'd really like to see it dip to 30. We'll see. I'm gonna get my croissant, sit down, enjoy that, and then go. Oh, maybe I'm not gonna get a croissant. This line is kind of long. All right, so never mind. I'm not getting a creme brulee croissant from Gaston's. I stood there for 10 minutes outside, and like I've mentioned many times in this video, it is really, really, really hot today. That's part of the reason why I wanted to grab that was because the croissant is filled with cold creme brulee custard, so you're not eating something insanely hot when it's also hot outside. But I stood there for a good 10 minutes and I did not move at all, and there had to have been at least 30 people ahead of me, if not more, because I couldn't fully see inside. So I decided to cut my losses because I figured I probably would be waiting 30 minutes or longer, which is insane because I'm not planning on really waiting for any rides that long, maybe Mine Train. So I just couldn't justify eating up that much of my day for food. So instead, I don't know what I'm gonna go on. I need to pull up wait times. Things are going down and it's hot and things are crowded more than it should be, and not going I thought it would. So we're gonna get a plan together here. Okay, new change of plans. So Mine Train finally dropped to a 35-minute wait, which is close enough to 30 minutes, I'll take it. So I ended up mobile ordering some tots from Friar's Nook because I can mobile order that, so I should be able to pick it up any minute. And then I'm gonna take it and eat it in line while I'm waiting for Mine Train. So 2 birds, 1 stone, way better than waiting for 20, 30 minutes, whatever it was gonna be to get that croissant at Gaston's. Like I said, which is not a good use of my time since I'm here for a limited time this morning. So I'm gonna get these tots and then we're gonna hop in line for Mine Train and we'll clock it and see if it is 35 minutes or hopefully it's less. Alright, so originally I was planning on eating this in line, but that was before I realized how big it was, and I don't know if I can eat this while holding it in line with my water bottle. We'll see. Alright, so in the interest of time, I'm gonna try this. So here I go. I got my tots. I'm gonna go get in line for Mine Train. It'd be really great if I had one more set of hands, but that's okay. We'll have some breakfast. Wait 35 minutes to go on Mine Train. So we're all the way back here. So I think it's gonna be a little bit longer than 35 minutes, but we will see. Mine Train took exactly 35 minutes like it was posted, so that wasn't bad at all. Definitely take that over having to pay an individual lightning lane for that, or I'm sorry, wrong terminology. Much better than having to pay over a lightning lane single pass for that ride. I kind of feel bad for people who buy the lightning lane on party days because they just didn't know, and you don't need to. Alright, I'm making my way back over across Fantasyland towards Peter Pan and It's a Small World. It's a Small World is currently posted as a 10-minute wait, so it should be a walk-on, and this will be ride number 6 of the day, and it is currently 11:14, so we're doing pretty good. I've got about an hour and 15 minutes left, and I'm thinking probably 3 more rides. We'll see. Tron is still at 45 minutes, which I know that can drop below that. I know it can drop to 25 to 30, so I'm waiting for that to happen. If it doesn't happen, not a big deal. I'll hit it a different day. And also kind of wanted to walk over here just to see what Peter Pan's line looked like. Said it was 30 minutes, and it's definitely 30 minutes. I think it's over 30 minutes, because as you can see, it goes all the way back to the outside queue. So yeah, that's gonna be over 30 minutes. It's a little peoply here today, but we're going to Small World. Off Small World, and that took just a few minutes to get on. It is just after 11:30 right now. When I walked by Peter Pan, let me flip it around here so you can see. Okay, so funny enough, it says 45 minutes for Peter Pan now, and the line was all the way back here when I got on Small World, and it said 30 was a standby. Now they moved it up to 45, but the line isn't all the way back here. And just for curiosity's sake, let's see if the line is outside at all. Yeah, it ends right in this thingy. Okay. So Peter Pan is probably closer to 30 minutes now, but I was just on that ride last Tuesday, so exactly a week ago from today. So that's fine. Instead, since I'm over here, crowds are kind of spaced out weird right now. Magic Kingdom is having a rough day for rides. A lot of things keep going down. I keep watching Tron, and Tron is the worst. It's been all day. It's at 55 minutes because Space Mountain went down again. So I'm assuming all the people that were in line for Space Mountain went over to Tron. So since I'm here and I have about an hour left, I'm gonna go watch Mickey's PhilharMagic. I really like this show and I don't come see it very often. So I figured it's a good time right now to come sit this one in. Literally perfect timing. They just put people into the theater, which perfect. Perfect. I was walking in right as they were just finishing up letting people into the theater. So it was literally perfect timing. Walked right in, sat down, and got to enjoy that super, super cute show. I absolutely adore that show. Like I said, I don't come and see it a whole lot, and I don't know why, because it's so cute. I love Donald Duck, and if you haven't seen that show before, I highly recommend it. It's good use of 10 minutes of your day. Sit down, get some air conditioning, hear some Disney music, and it's just a really cute show. All right, so Pooh just opened up after being down for quite a while, and it says it only has a 15-minute wait. I find that a little hard to believe, but I'm going to walk over that way and see if maybe I can get lucky and get on Pooh, and then that will be number 8 of the day so far, and I still have about 35 minutes left. So let's see what we can do. Just kidding, I'm not going on Pooh. It broke down again. I was stuck in line for a little bit and it just was not moving, and all of a sudden they came on and announced. So instead, I think, oh, the teacups are right here. Let's go on the teacups. So the teacups were almost a walk-on. I had to wait. I was people shy of getting on that round, so that's okay. This one's pretty quick. It'll just take a few minutes, and then we'll be on the teacups for ride number 8. Teacups were fun. I spun for a little bit, maybe like the first third, and then gave up, and it actually kind of picked up more once I stopped spinning. So it's 12:07 right now. I'm supposed to be done for the day at 12:30. That's in 23 minutes. So I figured I would just walk back over to Storybook Circus since I'm back here anyways, hit Dumbo, maybe the Barnstormer, and then finish it off with the train so that it'll take me to the top of Main Street, and I'll have to walk all the way back to the front of the park. And that'll get in 3 more attractions. So I think that sounds like a great idea to finish off my last, well, now 22 minutes in the park. And even though there's been some missteps, I feel like I've walked in a lot of circles today. A lot of rides were going down today, but that is fine. I still think I proved my point to you that you can get a lot done here on a party day. And I think it's been a great day so far. So let's continue on with Dumbo. I'm not gonna lie, I don't care how old I am. I still care about the color Dumbo I get, and I always like to get purple, and I didn't get purple, and this little girl ran into it, and I wasn't about to take out a 3-year-old, so I got a green one. have to point this out because it's so super cute. I love this area anyways. But the pumpkins are Dumbo back here and Timothy Mouse. And super, super cute that they did this year. I'll walk down here and show you a Timothy Mouse one. Isn't that adorable? It even has the peanuts on it. Super, super cute. Okay, it's only 5 minutes and I've actually never been on it, so why not? We have 10 minutes left of the day and the train is literally right there. Oh, and I could have got on it if I wouldn't have got on this ride. Oh, although they look like they're talking. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We're gonna go on the Barnstormer. So I literally walked right on the Barnstormer. That was my first time on that ride. I don't think I'll ever go on that again. That was kind of rough for being a kiddie roller coaster. I mean, it was intense. I had my phone trying to film it and I was bibbity bopping all over the place. I have been on Gadget's Go-Go Coaster in Disneyland many, many, many times in Toontown. I used to love that ride when I was a little kid, and this is pretty similar to that, which is what I was expecting. They look the same. I don't know if that's necessarily a good first roller coaster for a little kid. I feel like Mine Train is smoother and less scary than that. But ride number 9. All right, well that finishes up my day. I was going to originally take the train from here up to Main Street so that I didn't have to walk to the front of the park, and then that also would have counted as one more ride for the day. But I've got 3 minutes left until it's 12:30, and the train was literally leaving right as I walked on the Barnstormer. And since the train is in shuttle mode, going between just Main Street and Storybook Circus, it is moving a lot slower than it normally does. So I didn't feel like waiting the 15 minutes or so it was going to take for it to get back here. I figured I could just walk to the front of the park quicker than that. So that is what I'm doing. But thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you had fun coming along with me. I sure had a fun morning. It was a hot morning. It was a little bit of a crazy morning. But we still got 9 rides in 3.5 hours. And had a lot of the rides not been shut down when they did, or different things happened, I would have been able to get on even more. So not bad. I'm gonna call that success in my book. If you come to a party day, let me know how many rides you're able to get into. And also, this is normally when you would be sitting down to have some lunch. You'd still have another 3.5 hours after this before party guests start arriving. So plenty of time. Until next time, wishing you less stress and more magic.